setting an example every moment of the day, for whoever is around you or whoever that you're communicating with or anything. You're continuously setting an example. You're setting an example for yourself, actually, but then everyone around you, whether you are running errands, or you're having like a meeting, whether that's in person or virtual or anything like that, you're always setting an example, and that can be how you're carrying yourself, how you're speaking, how you're treating others. I mean, like, it's kind of endless. How you're like presenting yourself. Like, I mean, this is mental attire, so we talk about first, what are you mentally wearing, and then what are you physically wearing. So like, I feel like realistically we're making impressions on people all the time, like 24/7. It's kind of like you don't really shut it off. You can be more like, so you're not comparing yourself, but you're still making impressions on people all the time if you actually think about it.
Yeah, whether you realize it or not, people are watching: your friends, your coworkers, your family, your peers. So your choices, your attitudes, and your words, they set an example, and they set also a tone that others will follow.
And I feel like, as far as setting an example and also first impressions, like when you meet someone, let's say you're meeting with a prospect for the first time in person, and you show up in sweatpants and a baggy hoodie. That's likely not going to set a very good first example. So I feel like, just to tie in with what you guys were saying, what's going on on the inside does reflect on the external. And I know, of course, there's plenty of people that you guys can dress nice, and you've still got some turmoil going on the inside, but however you dress also will affect the other way. Like, if you show up to your meeting in a suit, it's going to affect you totally different, your mindset, just naturally. Even if you don't typically wear one, it'll make you feel, more responsible, more put together, up and everything. So I feel like clothing is a big thing there.
Intentionality behind certain clothing choices, like we've talked about before, is like, it's not about being fancy, but if you're actually putting intention into it and taking the time, even like if it's 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, it's not about like taking hours long to decide what you're going to wear or to fix your hair or whatever it is. But if you're putting a little bit more intention into it versus just choosing like the comfiest thing or the most convenient thing. And I'm not saying we don't all have days where sometimes if you're not, there's exceptions to it, but if you're consistently showing up for yourself to start with, and then it's going to translate into other people, and actually you're showing up for God